guys ready? Oh my god. Here is my finish of the Soul Keeper by Diamond Art Club. 42 by 57 centimeter canvas. And I completed it in 7 days. Yes, I know that's really quick, but what else am I supposed to do? I'm a stay-at-home mom with kids in school. Look at the angle of that. Oh my god, it's incredible. I absolutely love it. So today, we're going to do our post review of the Diamond Art Club Soul Keeper. Sorry, Killian's chasing me on the couch here. Alright, so I didn't really have any major issues with Soul Keeper. Minus, I did run out of drills. Luckily, I had extras of that color. So it was no problem, and it was only like maybe... Killian, stop. Sorry, guys. It was only maybe like 40 or 30 drills that I was missing in that one color. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend this. From what I hear, they're probably going to make a bigger version of it to give it more detail. From what I saw, it is gone down in price. It has gone down in price. It is $37.95, I believe, now instead of $49.95, because I believe they want to make it bigger so it has more detail. To me, from close up, nothing ever really looks the way it's supposed to, but from different angles, that looks incredible. I would definitely recommend this pattern. When it comes to rating Diamond Art Club, customer service is off the charts. I would definitely get them a 10 out of 10. The canvas itself was easy to read. I really didn't have any issues with the actual canvas itself. Didn't have any problems reading the symbols or anything. So yeah, I finished my Soul Keeper. 7 days, over 48 hours worth of beading, and even my little girl got a chance to come in and help me out towards the end there. I absolutely love the Aurora Borealis beads, which, if you can see, are these white ones here. Look at it shine. I can't wait for the sun to come in today and just shine on that. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my god. My husband and I keep staring at it because from different angles, it literally looks like the line is lit up. And you're getting a great view of my house right now. So yeah, so that is my Soul Keeper. For the company, I'd give them a 10 out of 10. Customer service, amazing. Just amazing. You can message them. I literally messaged this lady all times of the night, and she answered probably within half an hour. And even when I told her, I can probably just find some replacement beads to put there for now because I wanted to finish it, she still sent me out the extra beads. I have no qualms with Diamond Art Club at all. Beautiful canvas. I can't wait. I know you guys are cringing right now because it's on the wall with tape, but that's how I flatten it out after I finish. My husband will be running to Walmart today to go get a frame for it. And once it's framed, of course, I'll put a picture up on my Instagram, which you can follow at Miss Crochet and Coffee. But for today, we are going to crochet. So get those whips, get that coffee, and let's get started. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, September 24th. And as you just saw, I completed the Soul Keeper by Diamond Art Club. I would definitely recommend going over and taking a look at their inventory. I guess they restocked it this morning. If I remember correctly, that's what she said. And as I saw when I went on the site this morning, because even though I just ordered 2 new canvases from them, they're doing a buy one, get one free right now. Yeah, so go on over there and check out this sale because I know I will, even though I just bought 2 canvases. I still will just at least go take a look. I don't know if I'm going to buy anything. I'm probably going to buy something. Either way, since we finished Soul Keeper, I am going to answer a tag while I crochet and make this little thing that I was supposed to make this weekend that I got so caught up in finishing Soul Keeper that I couldn't finish. or start, I should say. Now, I would have been done with it on Saturday, but let me explain. So, on Saturday, as my husband was getting home, was it Saturday? Nope, it was Friday. My bad. On Friday, as my husband was getting home and I went to go pick up the kids, I worked on Soul Keeper while they were all gone. And then when my kids came home from school, I have to go pick them up. So I picked them up and brought them home, and they kind of wanted to go off and lay down because they were tired, which is fine with me. Go take a little, hour nap because that gives mommy more time to work on her stuff. So as I went to go lay down, I kept working on Soul Keeper. Now, if you saw the little clip of me showing off Soul Keeper, um, there's some green in his face. Now, the picture is a 42 by 57. When I contacted them to show them the finished product, the lady wanted more detail in the product. So apparently they're going to be making this item bigger. And I'm excited for that because, of course, the more detail, the better. So um, she told me that, they were going to design a bigger version of it. And, they'd let me know when it was available. And I'd be, of course, getting that. So as I'm working on it Friday, there was green in the face. Now, as you guys all know, I'm colorblind. Where I can see colors, I have problems with a couple, like green and red and blue and some grays, because sometimes blue and gray kind of look alike. Whole nother story. Either way, as my husband gets home and I take it, and of course, when you're working on something, you can't just, you can't look at it from straight on. Sorry, I had to redo that chain because there's like a, you see that? There's a little, whatever that is right there. We're going to do that again. But, yeah, as my husband got home, I backed away from it because you can't just be all up on it and go, oh, okay, that looks great. No, no, that's not how this works. So as I backed away from it, I was like, that doesn't look right. He looks at it and he goes, that doesn't look right. Now, this is where they tell you to trust the process. If you don't trust the process, this will happen to you. So please learn from my mistake. So I went, okay, I don't think I did that right. Did I mix colors? Which it has happened before. I've mixed like two colors together that I thought were the same color and they weren't. Um, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Y'all know you gotta keep stitch count because if you don't keep stitch count, Lord knows how big this little chain will be. I only need it to be like 40 or 50 chains deep, so you gotta keep count of that. Anyways, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you guys can actually see what I'm doing over here. Yeah, y'all are at a weird angle today. And that's because you're watching me crochet. So, yeah. But yeah, so I go, okay, I think I might have mixed colors. Could you help me? You know what? No, I'll just do it real quick. So I must have placed at least, I'm going to say 200 diamonds in the green color on the canvas. This tells you how good the canvas is, though. After placing all those green diamonds, I went, okay, yeah, this doesn't look right. So I pulled them all off. I know. Yeah, I did. All of them. I pulled all the green ones off. I redid them in the color that I thought it was supposed to be. Then when looking at it again, went, okay, that's not right. So finally at that point, my husband was home. So I was like, could you take a look at this and tell me if I did this right? And he looks and he goes, that's the wrong color. And at this point, I had replaced not only the ones I did wrong, but the other symbol as well with a different color because I swore up and down that I was doing it wrong. So I then had to pull off over 400 diamonds off my canvas to replace them. I was so irritated. I can't. I I was so irritated. I literally was gonna stab a hole through the canvas and just be done with it. I was mad. Luckily, I have the best husband in the world, and he grabbed a pair of tweezers, and him and I both, for like the next hour, went at this canvas, pulling off every diamond that was wrong. And that means having to go back and check each diamond in that section, which was his entire face, having to check each diamond to make sure that it was in the correct place. Like I said, it took us probably took us over an hour to get all that done. And then he helped me place the correct ones in the right spots so that I wouldn't have to do it all by myself. So technically, Friday night, I didn't get any work done on it because I had placed the correct ones, removed them, placed the incorrect ones, removed them, and then replaced the correct ones. So for that, I thank my husband profusely, because if it wasn't for him calming me down and helping me, I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't have been looking at a finish today. You would have been looking at a mess, because I was mad. So yeah. And I think I might have talked him into maybe coming on the channel and doing a diamond paint with me when we get our canvases in from Diamond Art Club. So I'm a little excited about that. But yeah, so it's been a great weekend, as you could tell. My husband got called into work yesterday, so I got to work on my diamond painting some more. My 6-year-old actually was helping me work on it because her brother was playing Minecraft and she didn't have anybody to play with, and so I told her that she could come help me. Uh, that she can come help me work on my diamond painting, and she did. She placed quite a few diamonds, actually. If I remember correctly, his entire crown and the beams of light coming off of it are all placed by my daughter. She was so excited, and I was like, okay, now I have to go buy her one of those little kits, because she absolutely loved it, and I was so happy to see her doing it, and she looked like she was having a lot of fun. So 3, 4, 5. Oh, what what is we doing over? What is we doing? I'm over here flapping my gums. I ain't paying attention when I'm doing. And this is black too, so girl, stop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're just gonna just count this out before I get into any more crazy stories. So we're gonna go actually to 60, because this is gonna be a headband, but not just any headband. You guys remember me telling you that if I can make it into a graph, I will? Well, my friend Amy over at Creativity by Gidge has a daughter that doesn't like wearing hats or beanies or hats. Just like anything that messes up her hair. I guess she's a teenager. And I don't have a teenager yet. My oldest is 12. Thank God. She still, acts like a teenager. So, yeah. But she's not a teenager yet. 1, 2. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She's not a teenager yet. She wishes she was a teenager, but she's not a teenager. She messaged me on Friday and she's like, Mom, I'm going to the football game again. I'm like, that's awesome. What football game? Of course, if you guys remember, she lives in Pennsylvania with her dad. So I'm just like, what football game? I didn't realize there was a football game. And apparently her school has a football team and they're playing, or the high school has a football team, so she's been going to the football games with her friends. And I'm like, well, that's great. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'm just happy she's finding something to keep her mind occupied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. While I'm gone, I worry about her. She's always been a very level-headed kid. When her dad and I split up, she was 3. No, she was either 2 or 3. I want to say she was 3, because I met Jordan shortly after. Well, I didn't meet Jordan shortly after, but him and I started dating shortly after her dad and I broke up. Oh, excuse me. Sorry if you hear Daisy barking. She sees people outside. Daisy, please don't bark. I see her getting ready to, so I'm waiting for her to nonchalant bark at people. Which, for those of you who have German Shepherds, maybe y'all can answer this question. Is it weird that my German Shepherd only barks at men and other dogs? It will not bark at pregnant women. It will not bark at women in general, for the most part. And she will not bark at kids. But she will bark at a guy. She will bark at a guy with a dog. but she just won't bark at anything else. It's the weirdest thing on the planet. Like, I don't even know at this point. And she's not vicious or anything. She just barks to get their attention. Or she barks to try to scare them and thinks it's funny. Either way. So yeah, so Minna's enjoying her, football games, and I'm over here, worried that she's eating enough, wondering if she's eating enough and all this like regular mom stuff. So I thought that was kind of funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gotta remember to keep this in frame so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, because obviously you didn't come over here just to listen to me talk. Or if you did, well, there you go. I'm talking. I did get quite a few people this weekend asking me about diamond painting, which was great. I got a couple of my friends interested. One of them even messaged me, and I love this guy. He, I guess, used to work with my husband, and he has the biggest crush on my husband, which is so cute, and I love him. And he apparently went to the craft store and spent way more than I'm guessing he was expecting to. And he goes, "I blame you." And I'm like, "Well, what'd you get?" He got a diamond painting, and I was like, "Oh my god, you have to go watch my videos. They'll help you out a lot. Go watch my videos." So to him, I am so proud that I could help you in your addiction slash hobby, which I don't even like calling an addiction. I'm not addicted to like crafting. As a friend's mom told me once, I'm not addicted to crafting. I have a condition. I have a condition. That sounds so much nicer than addiction. So we're going to say we have a condition. So, yeah. So, like I said, I'm making a headband. I figured while I start making the headband, I'll answer a tag for you guys, because I did want to at least. I don't want to cop out and do a post review of my soul painting or soul keeper painting, and then like just bounce and let that be my video for the day. Y'all know I can't leave y'all like that. So we're gonna work up this headband together. Or you can work on your diamond painting or your cross stitching or your knitting or whatever you got going on over there. Just make sure you have your coffee, because Lord knows you're gonna need it. It is Monday, and I have the perfect shirt for today. I'll post a picture of it at the end of the video. It's a Snoopy shirt, and it says Monday's got me like, and he's laying on his doghouse like he normally does, and I'm like, that is me this morning. I am dragging. I finished the Soul Keeper at, I want to say it was 1, no, I'm sorry. It was 12:30 last night, and I told my husband, I was like, I'm going to finish this tonight. 12:30, I'm going to finish this. By 12:30, I had it done. I was so freaking happy. I still had 3 minutes to spare. Everybody's like, "You work fast." I'm like, "No, I'm bored." That shows you how bored I am. The fact that I can finish an entire 42 by 57 in 7 days. I'm bored. I'm a stay-at-home mom with 2 kids that go to school. Really? Seriously? Come on. Essentially, I do nothing all day. I clean my house. I take care of the dogs. I prep dinner. I uh, make sure my husband has what he needs for work. And he randomly gets called out, and there goes Daisy. Daisy, no. Yeah, y'all gonna hear me fuss at my dogs. I don't care. She literally is barking at some guy that walked on the sidewalk. Like, apparently if you're a man, do not walk on the sidewalk by my house. My dog will bark at you. She's used to mommy not having a guy around because I was away from my husband for 4 years. Even though I've only had her for 2, she knows that there's not supposed to be guys around, and I'm guessing that must be why she barks at guys, is because she normally doesn't just bark to bark for no reason. Killian, he never barks. He doesn't care about life. He sleeps when he's in the house. Like, I run him to death when we go outside, and then he just sleeps. So he's a lazy dog. Till you get him outside or he sees a bunny, then you're not catching him. Anywho, I don't remember what I was saying, so I'm gonna start this tag. Hopefully you guys have your work going, because we're gonna be here for a little bit. I know y'all enjoy these long, long videos. I promise not to make this one as long. Ah, that coffee first thing in the morning. Got my French vanilla this morning. I only usually drink either two types. It's either going to be French vanilla or it's going to be hazelnut. Creamer's got to match. If it doesn't, I don't want it. I don't like buying store coffee. It never tastes right. Like I don't. I've never been to a Starbucks. Yeah, I know a lot of you are grasping and clutching those pearls, but I'm not a fan. Everybody makes such a big hype about it, and I have this bad habit of when people make a big hype about something, I tend to not like it just because people make such a big hype about it. I don't know why that is. Is anybody else like that? Because I hate when people make such a big, oh my God, Starbucks. And I'm like, no. They have something here in North Dakota, two chicks or something. I don't remember what it's called. And everybody goes gaga over it. And it's just like this little pink, it looks like a shed. But apparently they sell coffee. And my husband's like, we'll have to get you a coffee out of there. I'm like, no, thank you. I literally do not buy coffee outside of my house. If I don't make it myself, I don't want it. I'm so picky. I don't even know why. And I drink hot chocolate coffee. My in-laws introduced me to it. It's like I the way I make it is I use hot chocolate packets. Like I'll put one packet in instead of sugar. I'll use a hot chocolate packet and then pour my coffee on top of it. Add a couple of drops of creamer and it's, oh my God, it's so delicious. You guys have to try it. It's so good. And so yeah, now whenever it comes to getting coffee, I will not. I used to buy Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and no, it's not even comparison. No. Boy, I sure is moving slow today on this thing. I hate. Okay, for those of you who crochet, like that first chain off of the main chain, like the first row after the main chain, is the most slow thing on the planet. Like it is the slowest working thing. For some reason, for me, that's when I move the slowest, is when I'm on that first row. And I'm like, God, will this be over soon? Because I am tired of already working on this. All right, so I'm going to enter this tag so that this video isn't a horribly long video. We're going to try to shoot for maybe half hour. We'll see. Probably won't make it. I'm not going to lie. But I have a tag, so we're going to answer it. I think I might have already answered this tag, but I'm thinking this might have been the tag I answered on the video last week that got erased. So, yeah, we're going to try. Are you lazy is the first question. That's how you know you're going to like a tag, when it speaks to you immediately. Like, am I lazy? I'm a very productive lazy person. Where I am lazy, I still get my stuff done. Again, let me do it in my time and it will get done. And it will get done sufficiently enough to the point where you will be satisfied with it. But let me do it in my time. Don't rush me. The moment you rush me or you turn it into a job, yeah, then no, I'm not going to do it. So you can try that one again. And as you see, my nails don't have anything on them, and I'm pretty sad about it. But I already contacted my Color Street agent and have my nails on their way. I have my cute Halloween nails coming, and I'm so excited because they're going to just be absolutely ghoulish. So I can't wait for them to get here. So yeah, so please excuse my weird bald nails today. Like I feel naked without my nails on. And I didn't want to paint them because then if I do decide to chew them, then I'm eating nail polish and that's just gross. This one actually broke when I was making Soul Keeper. When I was pulling all those diamonds off, it broke and I had to file. I was proud of myself. I actually filed it down instead of chewing it off. Anyways, see how I get on to a tangent? I answered one question. That was like a 5-minute spiel I just went on about one question. I'm telling you, it's a struggle. I talk all day. We'll get through this together. You guys help me get through this, okay? All right. What stitch are we on? Yeah, I don't remember. All right. So, second one, favorite movie. Now, if you know me, you know what my favorite movie is. And a lot of y'all are going to laugh, and you know what? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. My favorite movie of all time, right now, my favorite movie of all time is, because you don't know, in maybe like 5 or 6 years, I might actually watch another movie and like it. But my favorite movie of all time is the movie Twilight. I was a huge Twihard. I still am. Like every time I see the movies on TV, like I giggle and get all excited, and I can't help myself. Like I absolutely love it. Like, I love it so much. Like, yeah, the struggle is real. Don't judge me. I was young. These things happen. It could be a guy's name, okay? It's just the word Twilight. Calm down, people. All right. Like, my favorite one is, of course, the last one in that part where I just saw something on Facebook about it. That part where they ripped off Carlisle's head and the whole theater is like jumping up, and I laugh because like my husband even at that part was like, "What the hell is going on? Not Car." I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah," but you know, if you ask him, yeah, it's an okay movie. Yeah, okay. I think he enjoyed it as much as I did. Question number 3: Are you dating? No. Question number 4: Are you married? Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm not dating. I mean, I'll go on dates with my husband, but the moment I would try to, he'd get a call from work and have to leave. So, yeah, no, our dates consist of the kids go to bed, we snuggle up on the couch, talk for 5 minutes, he goes off and does his thing, I go off and do my thing, and that's how we do our thing. All right. Favorite scents? And that's scents as in smell, not scents as in do you like nickels or dimes or quarters? Uh, I don't know. Okay, one of my favorite scents is my husband's. Uh, I want to say it's his body spray. I don't know if it's his body spray or his deodorant. It's like sandalwood, and every time he wears it and he comes up to give me a kiss or something, I like smell it. I feel like I die a little bit on the inside of happiness because it just smells so good. And then he gets freaked out because then I start sniffing and smelling on him, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "You smell good. Let me sniff you." Yeah, I'm that kind of a wife. I'm the weird wife. Again, don't judge my life choices. All right, so number 6, how old are you? Well, I just celebrated a birthday in August on the 23rd. So I am 34 years old. Yep. I can't believe I made it this long. I thought for sure by now I'd be taking my dirt nap. I've been in some hairy situations, y'all. Y'all don't know the struggle. The struggle is real, folks. It is real. Not that I'm a troublemaker or anything, but I like to run my mouth a lot and say like I'm really sarcastic when I need when I shouldn't be, I should say, and it can sometimes get me in trouble. So, yeah. Are you in debt? Yeah. I have student loans. Sally Mae and I are best friends. Not really, because if we were, she'd hate my life because I don't ever pay her. Uh, so yeah, I have student loans. I have an associate's degree in business administration that I have never used because okay, side story. When I first started going to school, I didn't have my 2 youngest kids. I just had Minna. Minna's been through it all, I'm telling you folks. She's been through it all. I just had Minna. I want to say she was 3 or 4 months old or something at this point, and I started going to school for my associate's degree in business because I wanted an HR position. Like I wanted to work HR, and this essentially the degree I needed for the job I was trying to get. So I decided to go to school. I went to American Intercontinental University online. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. Hmm. It was a great school. I made some good friends. Um, and before I went to the school and I went to the job that I was trying to get, which was at Walmart. The sad part is it was at Walmart. Nothing against people who work at Walmart because, somebody has to work there. And the guy told me I needed to have a degree in associates, or at least an associate's degree in business administration before I could get the position. And I was like, oh, okay, I can go do that. So I act like, it's any other thing, and I just go start online school. And I'm thinking I can get done with this in like a year or two, and then I get my degree and go get this HR position. Like it was still going to be there waiting for me. So I go to school. I graduated I graduated on my birthday in, what was it? Orion was here already, and his year birth was the 11th. So it was August 23rd, 2011. I graduated with my associate's degree in business. Went back to try to get that same position, and they told me, well, now that you have the degree, now you need experience. Does anybody ever notice how you first you need a degree and then you need the experience, but nobody's willing to give you the experience to work the degree? Like, obviously, I want to use the degree, but now I need experience, and apparently, this experience is supposed to come out of thin air. And when you're trying to make money to make a living to live off of, and they're like, you have to do internships, those are unpaid. No, thank you. I won't be wasting my time on that. So yeah, whole lot of no there. I mean, there are some people that, actually get to use their degrees, but I have never used mine because by the time I got my degree, I had Orion. I was pregnant with Maggie, which I don't think I knew at that time I was pregnant with Maggie. Because was I pregnant? No, I wasn't pregnant with Maggie yet because they're 18 months apart. So yeah, no, I wasn't pregnant with her yet. But yeah, so I got the degree to which I needed experience using the degree, but nobody would give me the experience to use the degree. So I said bunk it, and I became a stay-at-home mom. Works out so much better for me. I don't have to deal with people, and the people I have to deal with, yeah, I can tell them to shut up and sit down, and they have to listen. So it's great. I'm in management already. Look at there. All right, so one, let's go back to the question, my favorite scents, because I never really answered that. I get off on these tangents. You guys gotta be better at telling me to like focus on one thing at a time here. You got me bouncing all over the place. It's all the coffee, I'm telling you. But I ain't gonna stop drinking it though. But I know what the first step in having a problem or realizing that you have a problem is admitting that you had said problem. And I realize I have a problem with coffee. I'm not willing to fix it. I'm all right with it. I've come to terms with it. We're moving on. But my favorite scent is, oh, I did answer that. I said my husband's body spray. My other favorite scent, because I thought about it, my friend Heidi that lives in Pennsylvania, she used to boil cinnamon sticks and apples on the stove during the fall. And every time I think about fall, I think about her house and how great it smelled. So that was my other favorite scent. So yeah. Summer or winter? Okay, so y'all know I'm Southern, right? So do we really need to even answer that? Look, I live in North Dakota. It's supposed to snow next week. Yeah, yeah, it's September. You heard right. It's supposed to freaking snow. Yesterday was like 30 something degrees and I was dying. You see this blanket that I have on me? Like, you see this blanket? This blanket has not left my lap in 3 days. Okay? I literally have been sitting on this couch in this position for 3 days. Well, not so much this position because I had the table pulled up so I could work on that diamond painting. But it's freaking cold here. And winter is apparently winter. It just said forget fall. We're not even gonna do fall this year. We're just gonna do straight up winter. We're just gonna do hot as hell to cold as hell. We're gonna skip that. Gets nice and warm and cool and hoodie weather. There's no hoodie weather. It's sweater weather here. Sweater weather or shorts. And then as I'm sitting there with 3 jackets on and 2 pairs of pants and a pair of wool socks, I see a lady walk past my balcony door with a jacket on with shorts on. And I'm like, you can tell she's lived here for a while because that's how you can tell people who are just new to the area versus people who've lived here for a while. The people that have been here for a while are still wearing shorts. Yeah, yeah. No, not me. No. I'll wear shorts. Not in this weather. It's cold to freak outside. No. Do you use drugs? If coffee was a drug. Where were you born? I was born in Tacoma, Washington. My parents were in the military, so my dad has 3 kids that I know of. And I was born in Tacoma, Washington, while my sister was born in Germany, and then my brother was born in Hawaii. So that tells you how often we move, because we're only 2 years apart from each other. We moved a lot. Ever fallen in love? Well, of course I have. I'm in love with my husband. I fall in love with him every day until he starts talking, and then I want to murder him. I'm just joking. I love my husband. We're not even gonna go to that question. What's your religion? I don't really have one. Where I am religious, I don't really. I don't like labels, and everything seems to be labeled nowadays. So I'm not about to. No, no. I'm religious. Just know that. But I don't label myself to one particular religion. Anyways, do you have siblings? Yeah, I got a lot of them. Half of them I don't talk to because I don't want to, which is great because now that I'm an adult, I don't have to talk to them. And then I have a sister named Jasmine and a brother named David, but we call him DJ because he's a junior. So yeah. Number 15 is how much do you earn? Depends on what I'm selling. If I sell one of my graph blankets, I can make anywhere from $175 to $500 to $600. If I'm selling hats and gloves, which I don't sell gloves, so I don't even know why I said that. If I'm selling hats and scarves, I can make anywhere from, I'm going to say $15 to $35. And if I sell like a child-sized blanket, I can make anywhere from $75 to $100. So it just depends on what I'm selling or what I have in stock. I mean, I do, excuse me, like I said, it's Monday, y'all. I'm tired. I do sell on commission, not very often. I try not to. It's a pain in the butt. People can get pretty annoying and demanding, and I don't like it. And they forget that they're supposed to use manners. So, yeah. When did you cry? When did you last cry? Probably about a year ago. I don't really have a reason to cry. I mean, life's hard and it sucks, but I'm not going to cry about it. That's not going to fix it. Anyway, I'm not. If you can't tell, I'm not a crier. I was kind of brought up that crying was a weakness, and where I know crying is not a weakness. My dad wanted to make sure we were tough, and I'm glad he did, because this world we living in now, you have to be tough, or every little thing's gonna hurt your feelings. I'm very tolerant of a lot of things, and so yeah, no, I don't cry, not very often. What's your eye color? Brown. They're brown, and I'm realizing how brown they are because of these videos. I thought they were a dark brown, and then I went to go watch one of my videos back, because yes, I do watch them back. And I saw how brown they really are, and I was like, wow, okay, they're actually like pretty brown. They're not like doo-doo brown. Not that doo-doo brown is ugly, but the word doo-doo, like, yeah, no. Anyways, what are your hobbies? I like to crochet. I like to diamond paint. I also like to write. I like to try to draw, but then my husband comes out and he starts drawing, and then I feel some way about myself, so then I stop drawing. Yeah. Computer or television? Computer. I swear I've answered this tag before. Computer. I don't really watch TV. I'll watch YouTube videos, but I'm not a big TV person. So, computer. Do you like joking a lot? Yeah. Sometimes. I don't like joke at inappropriate moments or something, but I do like to joke around a lot. Why be serious all the time? It's annoying. Are you named after anyone? Not that I know of. If I remember correctly, I don't know if my dad was joking or not, but if I remember correctly, he used to tell me that he came up with my name while he was sitting on the toilet one day. And for those of you who don't know, Miss Crochet and Coffee's real name is Alicia. It is pronounced Alicia. But, that's a big but. No one ever pronounces it correctly except for like my mom. My mom will pronounce it correctly. My dad will randomly say it like fully, because I get a lot of people that call me Leisha or Alicia or just Leisha. But my name is actually Alicia. And so like I think I've met one person outside of my family that actually says it correctly. And he's from Israel. So his accent, I guess, made him say it correctly, because I pronounced it. I usually introduce myself as Alicia. And then, of course, you get those people that are like, oh, I know somebody named Alicia. And then I have to hear their whole life story about this Alicia thing. It's a hot mess. Yeah. Either way. And if you can't tell, I'm doing front post, back post, double crochet like I did in the beanie, because this is going to be a graph thing, which you probably won't get to see it completely done, but I'm going to work on it here with you guys, at least to start it. Because then by the time I'm done rambling, yeah, I will be done with this video, and I can go finish it off and see what Creativity by Gidge thinks of it. I thought it was a pretty cool idea. And I'm gonna put I'm debating putting a button on the back of it so that the girl can open and close it without having to pull it down over her head. Which, from just saying it out loud, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, graph beanie, and it's gonna have Jack Skeleton on it because the girl likes Jack Skeleton. So, something to keep her warm, something that she likes. She's 16 and indecisive, so we're gonna try to help her like this one. I hope she likes it. If not, her sister's gonna wear it, I guess. So it is what it is. All right, so let's get back to these questions because I think we're almost done with them actually. Which that would be the shortest video I've ever made, won't it? All right. What do people like you for? I don't know. Ask people. I get a lot of people that tell me I'm funny. I get a lot of people that tell me I'm brutally honest. I get a lot of people that just, I don't know, like me. I'm not 100% sure. Those are people you would have to ask. Like, you can ask my friend Emily why she likes me so much. I know I like her because she's evil and creepy and it's awesome. She's not creepy as in, like, she's going to, like, stand outside your window and, like, breathe heavily on the glass. Just a lot of the stuff she likes. She's into, like, murder mysteries and stuff like that, and I think that's really cool. And if I remember correctly, she's, like, a redhead, and for some reason, I have this ability to attract redheads as friends. So, like, my friend Bobby is a redhead. Emily is a redhead, and I thought there was one more redheaded friend. And if you are my other redheaded friend, I am sorry, but I can't think of your name right now. Again, I'm tired. Okay, so the next question says, if I can find it, do you have special talents? Not really, not that I know of. Yeah, no. Oh, well, I can kind of do this weird thing because I'm double jointed. I can put my hands behind my back and make the prayer hands. But instead of the prayer hands pointing down, I can make them point up. So, like, my fingers are up like this on my back. So I thought that was pretty cool. But, I'll never use that in everyday life. So I'm not sure if that's a talent or if that's just weird. Probably just weird. It is what it is. I'm used to it by now. All right. What is your favorite cereal? Oh, good God. I just like cereal. Can't I just like cereal? We have to, like, make one feel bad about itself because I don't like it. Favorite cereal. You know what? My favorite cereal is Trix. I love Trix. And it's funny because I was looking at this thing on Facebook and it said about how as adults maybe we're too old because did you notice that as you got older, Trix no longer was in shapes. It's all like circles now. And I was like, oh my God, conspiracy theory. What if we're so much, like, what if because we're adults now, we don't see the shapes anymore? Like, do the kids see the shapes? Are the shapes imaginary? Like, I literally in my head was like, is this a thing? And it couldn't be something as simple as, no, Alicia, you're an idiot. They just changed the shapes of them. No, I seriously think that because I'm an adult now, I can't see the shapes of Trix anymore. Don't judge me. All right. What are your plans for the future? Okay, so Jordan and I were talking about that this weekend. He wants to build a cabin out in the woods. He wants an axe. He wants to chop wood. I don't know why he wants that, but that's what he wants. And then you know what? If that's what he wants and that will make him happy, we will get a cabin in the woods, which would make me happy because, though I'm not a camping person, I do like solidarity. And I'm hoping we can do this in Maine because I want to live in Maine. But yeah, he wants a cabin in the woods. And that's more so like when we get old enough to like retire. That's not so much now. So when we get old enough to retire, we're gonna have that cabin in the woods with the man outside cutting wood and everything. So my future plans are to make it to my future, I guess. I don't know. And for some reason, I can't get this stitch. Yeah, sorry. When I try to figure stuff out, I make this weird, like, clicking noise. It's weird, but it helps. So I went the wrong way the first time. Shows you how much I'm paying attention. Alright. Start flapping your gums, Leisha. Alright. What do you want to do when you grow up? Well, since I'm already grown, the only thing I can really think of is just being successful at stuff, that I want to do, things I want to do. Do you see that right now? Do you see that? There's a double stitch right there. Oh, dude, that sucks, because you know what have to happen? I have to pull all this apart now. Luckily, it's just right there. Do you see it? That sucks. Just know if anybody ever makes you anything out of black yarn, they love you. Because black yarn sucks to work with. Just like 310 sucks for those of you who cross stitch. Yeah, that number 310 hits and you get that little shiver down your spine. You're like, no, not 310. Yeah, that's what it's like working with black yarn too, so don't feel bad. And since I cross stitch and crochet, geez, I try to avoid 310 like the plague. Anyways, I just want to be successful. I don't really like want to own a. I mean, it's not that I don't want to own a business because technically I have a small business, but I just want to be successful at my business, at my channel, in life in general. Like, I want to be winning, and I feel like I already am. Like, I have a good life. I'm very blessed in that manner. All right, so we have 2 more questions. What is the first thing you instantly notice about people? Their eyes. I look at their eyes, and I'm not sure why that is. Like, the first thing I spotted on my husband. Now, for those of you who haven't heard my incredible love story about my husband, I met my husband through a mutual friend, and I immediately fell in love with him like the first time I seen him. Now, he was dating somebody else at the time, and I didn't care. I knew I was going to marry him. But that, like, you ever seen those movies where they look at each other and that first glimpse of each other, like, everything's in slow motion? That's how it was. My husband has the prettiest honey brown eyes I've ever seen. And I'm guessing they're probably hazel, but they're so pretty. And he has this look that just could stare a hole through you. So, like, ugh, eyes. I look at everybody's eyes first. Not creepily, of course, but I will look at their eyes, and then I'll look at their body language to see how they're coming at me, because if you come at me wrong, we're going to have issues. So don't buck up. Alright, last question. How many people have you slept with over the last month? 1. Because, when you're married, you're not really supposed to sleep with anybody else besides your spouse. I mean, unless you count kids, and even still then, it'd be 1. My kids have never slept in my bed. Yeah, I know a lot of you, again, are clutching those pearls on your chest. Yet, no, I never wanted my kids to sleep in my bed because they have their own beds. I didn't buy them beds to sleep in my bed. And yeah, I have a California king-size bed, but why do I want them in my bed? They have their own beds. They have their own rooms. I remember my sister called me one day and she goes, I think one of the kids was sick, and she's like, aren't you going to let them sleep with you? Why? Is that going to make them feel better, or is they going to get me sick? Why do they got to sleep in my room? Like, I'll go lay in their room with them, like, until they fall asleep every once in a while. It hasn't happened often, not since they've gotten older, but when they were littler, I would go sleep in their room with them for a little bit. Now, I would go in there for the intent of waiting till they fell asleep, and then I would fall asleep with them. But I would go in the room and lay with them for a little bit and get them off to sleep. Sorry, excuse me. I'm so tired. And I would get them off to sleep. And then when I finally would wake up, it is what it is. Because those parents who know about children sleeping in the bed with you once you get them in there once, they're like stray cats and they don't want to leave. No. That won't fly with me. I'm sorry. Can't do that. Well, again, this was going to be a short video. I completed my tag. I thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like the video to let me know that you've seen it and that you love it and that you want more of it. I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye-bye.